Hey everybody, this is Listen Bakla here. I'm gonna have a little brief announcement before I get started today. Had some really bad technical difficulties, and my first time going through the third and fourth week ended up not being recorded, so I had to restart the game. Because, it's that early on in the series that I want to make sure that everything's right. And then on my second time going through the third and fourth weeks, I didn't have the microphone. For some reason, it didn't recognize the microphone as being a thing that existed. So, this is my third time going through. I had to restart the game every time I were to do this, so there's a couple different things going on. Dismiss is no longer afraid of people. He can't go gamble. Reynold is still God-fearing, still kleptomaniac, so I gotta keep an eye on him. And I don't have Marlowe anymore. Maudet? I'm not even sure how her name was. I now have Boujol, who is also a gambler, so the exact opposite of Dismas, I guess. And I've renamed my heroes as thanks to Timothy, Blue, Anna, and Alice for helping with my Kickstarter. Timothy gotta be an abomination because I love abominations. You're gonna hear that from me a lot. I love them so much. They're so good. I named my antiquarian after Blue because Blue is amazing and loves layers and is just really, really nice. They're a little bit obsessed with being clean right now, but that's okay. Oh yeah, Timothy's afraid of animals. I named the Hellion after Anna because Anna's amazing and badass and will kill everything around them. Unfortunately, she is a little slow right now, and it takes her a little while, but once she knows what she's doing, nervousness goes away. And then I named the Plague Doctor after my friend Alice. She's wearing a gambler's charm. Alice she's studied a bunch of science and really amazing, interesting things in college, and ended up giving me her forensics textbook as a Christmas gift one year, so that was really fun. So, I thought Plague Doctor was a pretty good match. Oh my goodness, I have no money. One of my main ones right now, I've got 60,000 gold in, and I'm just like, need more spaces to put my people so that I can spend it.
And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
The seat of our noble line. I probably shouldn't be doing medium length quests right now. I should probably be like saving those for when I've got people who aren't level 0. But the reward for coming here is a trinket that I really like.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
It's a lock for my beautiful child here. I mean, look at that. Just first move, it's a stun. It takes him down almost all of his health. They're so good. Basically, as long as you're in the first 3 area, and you can hit anyone in the first 3 area, and they're so good. There's nothing about the abominations that I don't like. They're so good. They can heal themselves, and if you transform them, when they're done being transformed, they heal themselves. Like, okay, so I'm not a big fan of wine. I'm gonna change subjects very strongly, very quickly here. I don't like wine, but it doesn't stress me out. If it spills on things, yeah, okay, that kind of sucks, but I'm not gonna become paranoid and have all these issues because some wine spilled on me. So I'm really curious about what's in this wine. What's the problem with these bone courtiers?
my foul invention.
Foul inventions suck. So if you've played the game, you probably have noticed that if you play with an antiquarian and you actually use her correctly, you can actually get all these little minor antiques, which are really nice. For a long time, I thought they were just tiny little plates, but now I think they're little coins that are just ancient coins. And she's pretty nice because she doesn't do a lot of things that help. Like, she's got this tiny little nervous stab, and she's got this tiny little flash powder that doesn't do any damage. And she's got this thing, and she has a heal, but she doesn't have it on her, because they've got up to 8. Like, Fortifying Vapors is heal 1-1. That's nothing. She also has the move Get Down, which gives her extra speed and extra dodge. And then she also has Festering Vapors, which does 1 blight. Nothing really that wonderful, but she still does more than a lot of other characters I've played with. I'm not naming names, but I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. It starts with a V. And, I mean, she's just a really good range character. She can hit people that a lot of other classes can't hit, because most of them can either hit the front or the back, or Abominations can do the direct middle, but Antiquarians and Plague Doctors can just hit anywhere. They don't care. They're just gonna take care of all the problems. And she's got a really important job, and that important job is to make me money, which is very important at this stage of the game. Oh, I didn't check. Does Blue have a thing? Blue does not have a thing. Not Blue. Alice does not have a thing. It's really hard for me to keep names in order, especially after I've played this section so many times, and since you get new heroes on random, I've been giving different heroes the same names, so I've been getting them all mixed up. This thing is super nice. It's 1,000 gold, and it stacks. I don't know if you guys have been reading the Darkest Dungeon comics. They're not huge. They're only like 1 page each, but there's a bunch of different characters' backstories. I don't think the Hellion has one yet, but as cool of a concept as they are, I kind of find them disappointing because they're all very, very open. Nothing's concrete, nothing's like specific for anyone. It's just, it is how it has to be, because if you're gonna have a backstory for all these different kinds of characters, and they're not a single person, it's an entire class of these people, you have to be able to have it be open-ended. It just means that there's not a lot of personality in them. But the Antiquarian one is so she is terrifying. Like, she just straight up murders someone, which is awesome because there's a human sacrifice going on, and this guy is going to stab this woman who's been like tied down to like a table, and the Antiquarian stabs him in the back, and you're like, yeah, Antiquarian, go, you're gonna save the day. And then she takes the sensor, this thingy that she's holding, and she just continues on. So like, she just does the rest of the sacrifice herself. It's like, oh, okay, you're not actually this good person. You're actually awful and amazing, and I love it. Man, I can't carry anymore. This is the worst thing about Antiquarians. I love Antiquarians, but I need to be able to carry things. And I need all of this stuff for just in case scenarios, so I guess I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna use a key, and then I'm gonna get more stuff that I can't pick up.
A handsome reward.
Oh wow, I could pick a double up except for this piece of garbage. Nice. I'm sure jade is wonderful, but it's so cheap. I could do such better things without it. A torch
Wealth
and a
beyond
coin.
measure. Awarded to the brave
Like,
and
I have to imagine
quality alike.
that the coin is at the bottom of the torch sconce. It's not in the torch. And she's just like, hey, what's this sparkly thing? And just grabs it, because otherwise it makes no sense. Oh no. I need 2 more food. And to query and find some food. Because they're gonna want to eat 8 food for when we take a camp.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted
If we take a
and
camp.
purpose is made clear.
Okay, I might take a camp. Because I don't have a healer. My Hellion is getting a little worn down. Let's see if this will help with that. Nope, just a buff for plus 30 damage. Sometimes those will do a full heal and a full stress, like 20 stress heal. This guy can sometimes do that too. Oh, whoops, I forgot to fix my order. That means my abomination can go and be even better. I can do more damage to this guy. Bam. Oh, those are my bones, by the way. That crackling noise.
Exposed to a killing blow.
That hurts. Yikes. I know you need a healer, but we don't have one right now, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. That's 5 to 8 damage. You have 8 damage. That's not enough. Ah, I forgot to use a bandage. I was too excited. But you're dead now, so that's fine. And you're dead now, so that's fine. And I can't nervous stab. I can flash powder though, which does no damage. But it does negative 5 accuracy, so that's helpful. One damage. And then a stab. You're here to shoot my babe. Don't shoot my babe. Now I'm gonna use one of those. And I'm gonna kill ya. Good job, Timothy.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it
Alright, let's
merely
take a sit.
drink of the
A little sit
light?
down nap. We'll only eat 4 food. I didn't find any more food. So this one's really nice for if everyone is getting really stressed out, except for your abomination, which makes perfect sense because they have a habit of stressing everyone out when they transform. But as you may have checked out, whatever words are hard. When they transformed back during fighting earlier, they actually healed some stress on themselves, so they're really good at regulating themselves. Psych Up also deals them damage, but also makes them more of a badass, so that's really helpful. I really like Revel because you can just get everyone drunk. That's basically all it is. Everyone's drunk out of their minds. They don't care anymore about what's going on, but they can't hit anything either because they can't find their own feet. Battle Trance is really good if you're keeping her in one place. I don't typically keep everyone in one location. If I have a Jester or a Highwayman who can lunge in my party, then I will have everyone be moving around all the time. Encourage is great for everyone. I'm trying to get that on everybody. No one has a disease yet. No one's blighted. So I don't need my leeches. That's really good. I don't think I've ever had that before. If only I needed it. And then this one. I actually am going to use this. Normally I don't use it that much, but I've got such a small amount of... Like, oh wait, no. This is just resupply. If it was, there's one that has always the same picture, and it's Pilfer. And it gives you a chance of getting stuff. Getting new trinkets. And I'm so tiny right now. I don't have any trinkets left yet. So I wouldn't mind having some. I also don't have anything to defend against nighttime ambushes in this party. So, ooh, that's nice. So I'm a little stuck there. Normally I would try to get that taken care of. Doesn't look like I needed it, so that's good. Defined benefit. See? Almost full health. 20 stress damage removed. Damage that stress damage. Gonna fight some guys. It's these guys. Love to bleed people. But this guy's gonna not be happy because he's gonna be stunned. And then we're gonna have a higher chance to bleed. Bam. 15% bleed resist is down. Minus 15% damage if not in position 1. Oh wait, no, that's from herself. She gave her that problem. I don't think that's gonna work. Ah, there we go. That did nothing. But that did nothing, so... Whatcha? I can bleed. I can smack. I'm gonna smack. Smacking was a good choice. Light red, but... I say a lot of weird things. My apologies for that. I also make a lot of weird noises, but that's just because I'm adorable, so... Yeah. Just a moment, someone is calling me from another room, even though they know I'm recording. Okay, and I'm back. Gonna stun that guy. Bam. Not too shabby.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
I know he's saying brought low and driven into the mud, but every time I think he's saying rut-row, like he's a Scooby-Doo character. Nice. Because I need those crests. You always need crests.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Or these nerds. Luckily these nerds are really good at being blighted. Except for when they dodge, like jerks. Or whine. You'd think maybe after, if they're getting so stressed out about wine being thrown on them, that maybe they would like not want to go to the tavern afterwards for stress relief. I forgot the word tavern there for a moment and I almost said alcohol center. So that's fun. I'm just gonna head down to the alcohol center. Bam. I actually didn't like Hellions for a really long time. They were up there with Vestals, but then I started playing at the higher levels of the game, like level 6 and things like that, and I found that I couldn't do anything. I would go in there and I would immediately die, and it turned out that Hellions are really good at level 6, so I learned that the hard way, that I actually love Hellions. Because they've got this move called Barbaric Yawp, which unfortunately Ana doesn't have that, but it is really good because it'll stun the first 2 people. Really? Aw, does that mean you're afraid of dead things? No, you're afraid of being hurt. Quest complete. Quest complete. There we go. That's what I wanted, was this padlock of transference. And when you're playing a level 6 chapter or quest, you have to stun everyone, otherwise you will die. It's a lot of AoE and a lot of just don't let your enemies have turns in order to get through it. Oh good, I got 2 good things. And only 1 bad thing, which I don't care about. Afflictions are removed by placing a hero in any stress treatment place, which I can't do yet because it hasn't been unlocked. Bujo, what are you doing? Don't mark on cards. I'm glad you're an artist, but don't do that. I only have 6 crests after all that.
We will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
And later on, I'll actually care about who I'm grabbing, but right now, I need people, so I'm just grabbing. And I've got Max. Max. I'm naming the Jester after Max because Max is a musician, and I'm pretty sure that if given the choice of being a mass murdering psychopath in a world without consequences, he would consider it. I'm gonna have this antiquarian be Nicole. Thank you, Nicole, for being the very first person to back me on Kickstarter. It's very nice of you. And Busey is going to be Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. I can't give a little summary about your personality or anything. You're like the only one I didn't really know, other than Nicole, because Nicole was the cute's friend, not someone I knew beforehand. So, and then this is something new. I don't like it. It was done in the new upgrade, where no matter what you do, whatever kind of way you want to organize your party, whoever your last 4 were are at the top. Because then you have to go in here, you have to remove them, you have to organize it, and then you can see it in the actual order. Because I just want to see who's in what order so that I can put them into stress relief. You can't go there, you can go there. Alice is stuck because that jerk is in the way. Okay. Just had to do a quick double check, make sure I'm still recording, make sure that the mic is still a thing that exists. Alrighty. Woo, there we go. I'm gonna take all the news out. I'm gonna take Bujo with me. I'm gonna take Nicole. Nicole can be in the back. This antiquarian has both the buff and the festering vapors, which is really nice. I'm gonna put Kevin there. I'm gonna remove all of the trinkets. It's just a habit that I organize them by class restriction every time. Oh, you're curious. Curiosity is one of my least favorite things that you can have. You're gonna have that, and you're gonna have that. Okay. And this guy has one of my favorite moves. Max, you've got the finale move, which is fantastic. It can go up to 41 damage for one attack, and it's amazing. But it shoves you all the way to the back, and it will really mess you up. It'll give you a really bad debuff of like minus 40% damage, and I think it also lowers your speed. But that's fine because it shows you all the way to the back, and it's only for 3 rounds. And you use your Dirk Stab, which doesn't do much damage anyway, and you slowly move up back to the front, and by the time you're back to the front, your finale's ready to go again, and you're no longer debuffed. Unfortunately, this one does not have the Dirk Stab, so once you move to the back, you're stuck, except for with Solo, because that'll bring you back up to the front. That's why I don't like Curious. I was gonna have I was just about to click on my antiquarian and have her do it, but Max got in the way. I was like, I wanna know how this bag works. I'm pretty sure it works like a bag. Maggots. But I've got Duelist Advance, which is really nice. It also does repost, which is one of my favorite things in this game. Basically, it's whenever someone tries to hit you, you go, no, and you hit them back. So, like that. And on little guys like this, that just means you get free kills all the time. I shouldn't treat these guys like they're too little because they are causing a good amount of damage, but they're pretty little.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
I feel like that's really rude. Another abomination cleared from these lands. Okay, what if my abomination was in my party with me? I know that people in-game don't like the abomination, but I'm outside of the game and I adore them, so be nice. Dead rotting corpse. I'm gonna put some herbs in it, season the meat. Yeah, it died because it ate an antique, apparently.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Apparently the spreading corruption is put tentacles inside of trees. Dogs! Dogs are terrible. They're really fast, and they've got pretty good dodge. And they make you bleed, and they give you rabies. And they're really gross, because all their bones are sticking out of their bodies. That wasn't enough to kill. Bam.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Sometimes I talk along with the narration. It's just more fun. Can't wait until I get everyone to dodge more. I say while dodging. Yay, a crit! So I've said this a couple times, but None of those recordings ever worked out. I find it really interesting that when you crit on an enemy, you and maybe one or two other people will also get stress heals, which is awesome. I love stress healing. But if one of you gets hit with a crit, everyone takes stress damage. And it's like everyone's just like, oh my god, you got hurt. This is terrible. And that makes sense. I would be stressed out too if all my friends got hurt. I'm out of shovels.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
No. You got a thing, didn't you? Oh, you got Hegumania, which you already had. Just let me use the things I brought so that I can do the things I want to do. Ah. But if your friends do something awesome and everyone gets a big hurrah of, yeah, you hit that guy so hard that his entire spleen just fell out of his head, you should share in that. I'm not gonna touch this. No, do not touch that. Don't do it. Thank you. If you put a torch in there, a shambler shows up, and shamblers are the devil.
The light, the promise of safety.
They also show up if everything's too dark. So that was really lucky.
Waiting to be spent.
I would just like it if the successes were loved as much as the pain was. Unless you're a masochist. Then if someone gets hit, or if you had sadist as a break, because when you break, you can have a bunch of different styles of breaking. One of them is masochist. If you broke sadistic, that would be really interesting. Or if you broke positively to sadistic, that would be really cool too, because then you would actually take stress heals from watching your companions get hit, or by hitting the enemy like that. Like that was 17. That was 17 damage right there. That was good. And these guys are just gonna screw me over, because that's what they do best. And these cultist brawlers really like it when you're marked. Almost as much as that fungal guy that just died. So that buff just upped our speed, our accuracy, and our credibility. But not our credibility, unfortunately. Double marked. I'm gonna get out of here. Bam. Yes, you bleed. But I've already given you guys as many bandages as I brought in. That's also why I bring so much food. Like, there's no reason for me to bring 8 food into this place, but I can't do it without. Because if they get hungry, and I've had it where they get hungry in every single hallway, then they're just gonna keep going and starving out and taking damage because of it, and it's not fun. Repost. Bam. Now, I don't know if this is still happening, but first video I did, I noticed that my mouse was a good inch above where I wanted it to be the whole time. We've got 2 more rooms. We're doing okay on the stress. I didn't realize I still had those. How long are you gonna do that? 2 more rounds. There's 1 more round. Doesn't matter. It's trapped. Good thing that I didn't use that. God, that's what you get. You're so lucky. There could have been like a rat in there and it could have gotten you. That's not something that happens in this game. Please, Red Hook, don't listen to me and put rats in there. Journal page! Yeah! I love them. they're up there with like the ancestral trinkets of like really, really, really rare stuff that you don't get to see very often, and far more interesting than anything else. I just get really excited about them. I'm also really excited to kill ectoplasm because I don't like ectoplasm. They're not that hard to kill. They're pretty tame. They don't even do that much damage. The big guys will do quite a bit of damage, but they're still pretty easy to kill. It's just like hit them and they die. They don't dodge very well. They don't have a lot of prot or anything like that. I don't know. I just think they're a lot easier than some of the other monsters. But if you leave them alone to their own devices for like 5 seconds, they'll just make more of them. They're very good at making more and more and more, and they just will keep going until you're out of people to fight with them with. Come on.
This expedition at least promises success.
I don't know why, but sometimes clicking on things doesn't work. I'll just click on things over and over and over again, and it'll just get really frustrated. Okay, that's the end. That's the end. We're gonna go home. I'm gonna
Driving out corruption is an endless battle.
get ready to drive out corruption, even though it's an endless battle and must be fought. I'm gonna get some people some nice naps. I'm going to level up some areas. I might buy some people some armor. I'm at least gonna get 2 more people. Sanitarium's open! Got enough money to put people in there. Who's got kleptomancy? Kleptomancy is not a word. I'll explain why I say kleptomancy later. But this is the end of the video, so I'm not going to do that now. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.